Thank y'all for clicking their upload. Taking a break for the race car for a minute. And I got all this pallet wood. I got this tore apart from pallets. I got a bunch of pieces like that. I am going to make me a shelf. I already started on it, but we'll make me a shelf to stand up back here because I need stuff to put parts on like sitting there. And I need something that's gonna hold a little bit of weight, and I don't really want to go buy what I need because I don't really want to spend that money. So I'm gonna make it and see how it turns out. And I might just burn it, I don't know. But we're gonna make it and see what it looks like. Now we got that done, and it looks somewhat like a race shop shelf. I'm going to, I got the hood off the car. I'm going to cut the circle out for the air cleaner, the hole out for the air cleaner. I guess you could say, get that cut out, and then we're going to make the sides of the hood. But we're just going to get this cut out for now. I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Alright, so here's that. I rolled it all over. All you gotta do is get a pair of these after you cut them out. Wherever your line's at, go out a 1/4 inch, cut it out, 1/4 inch from your line, and then just roll it over till you get it far enough that you can't get it with these no more. And go slow because you don't want to rip it. And then take a hammer and just start working it around, and then you roll it over and you have a perfect circle. And you can grab it in here because nobody wants to cut your hand taking your hood off. So good way you don't have to worry about anybody cutting their hand open taking your hood off. And here's what it looks like from up top. Just a smooth, nice hole. With a little bit of detail there. I don't know, I like it. So I'm gonna build the side of the hood. I need an inch lip to stick down here so we can put our piece on the side to round down, and also make the round of the hood stiffer and stronger. So you need an inch under the hood here and an inch down. We want to double lip this piece. So I'm going to cut a 4-inch wide strip out here and then bend it over, and then it'll become 2 inches, and then I'm going to split it in half again and bend it into a 90, so it'll be an inch lip each way. And we'll put it up here, and then we'll take our Weir's machine crimpers and we'll make the roll on the front of it right here with those. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this drawn out, and then after I get it drawn out and cut out, I'll catch up with you guys then. All right, guys, I got my 4-inch piece, and then I got my 2-inch marks there and there. Guess I'll pick that up in a second. I'm gonna stick you guys up on a tripod, and I'm gonna bend this out and then show you how I do it. First thing I'm gonna do is fold this in half and bring it down from a 4-inch piece to a 2-inch piece. squeeze it together just a little bit. Usually I just fold this up and smash it to where it's a smaller piece. It don't work out that well. So just fold it a little bit and just crunch it down, just the way you can get it in your braid. Now that I did that, I'm gonna get my tape measure and I'm gonna mark an inch on each side. Now that I got my inch marked, I'll come back in here. And we're gonna bend to 90 as soon as I can get it lined up. And then we're ready to start putting it on the car. So I'll put it up here. Get it in here. And I know we got to make this bend here, so I'm going to get my weir's tool and just start folding till I get it. If you go just a little too much, like I pulled it out and I did a couple of them a little bit harder. If you go a little too much, just take the hammer and tap it right here and you'll go right back. So now that I have this formed how I want it, we're going to mount the hood on to it. Probably helps if I grab my ruler. Now that we got this piece put in, this is what it looks like. And the bend's perfectly down it. There are better tools than the Weir's thing to do this with. This is all I have, so that's what I did it with. Remember, if you, the more you tighten it down, the more it's gonna bend it. And if you do go too much, just tap on your bends a little bit and you can bring it right back up to where you need it. It's not too simple, it's not too hard, it's pretty easy. Now I gotta make the side piece to go down and match up somewhere in here somehow. And then I need to figure out how low I wanna go to. So, do I wanna do like last year and just do like a little bit below this? Do I wanna come down 3 inches, 4 inches? I don't know. So I need to figure that out, and that's what I'm gonna figure out. So not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm just kind of building as I'm going. I think I'm gonna start out and cut me a 4-inch piece out of that piece of metal right there. Bring it over, hold it up kind of how I want it, and go from there. I may cut it down or bend it over or whatever, I'm not sure. Okay, so after I do the 4-inch piece, I actually made it 5, and then I bent an inch under right here. I come down the hood, I pick the hood up off the car because it's already going to be made in this angle. You cannot take it out of that angle, all right? So I come down the car, I clamped it on where I wanted it, and then I come to the back side and I traced where I need to cut. Now once I cut that, I'll put a couple rivets in it to hold it, and I'll stick it under the car or back onto the car, and I'll try to make all my angles right here line up somewhat of how I want them, and see if I either made it right or we messed it up. Well, I did mess up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave it or change it, but I did mess up. Can you guys figure out what I messed up on? I forgot to add in for something. It still looks decent though. I mean, I could leave it like that and run it. No one would ever probably notice, other than the people that does bodies. But I'm gonna pick this mess up and I'll do the other side tomorrow. I'm gonna debate what I wanna do with that, if I'm gonna change it out or leave it. Because I did mess it up, so I don't know. I'll either leave it or change it, we'll see. But I wanna go in and get cleaned up, clean this mess up, go in and get cleaned up and go to church tonight, and then finish this other side when we get done with that. So we're back out here. I took the side of the hood back off. The more I sat in that chair and looked at it, I didn't like it. So I drew another one out and going to cut it out, bend it, and shape the bottom of it just a little bit different and see if I like it better. There really wasn't nothing wrong with the one I did. I didn't like it. I messed up right here on the tip of it because I didn't get it where I wanted it here. But other than that, like, it was fine. It was perfectly usable. But I don't know. I just think I could do it better. And really ain't there a right way or a wrong way to do it better. Just, I don't know. I got the scrap metal here. It's just a piece of scrap. That one was made out of a piece of scrap. It was all scratched up. Like, I got this piece of scrap here. I'm gonna see if I can't just make one that I like better. So I'm gonna cut this out and then I'm gonna bend it and stick it up there, and then I'll show it to you guys. So I have the other one up there. There's just a little bit of a difference. I drew it out pretty well the same, except I made it just a tad bit different up here. So my plan is to kind of round this off with this. So I'm going to take a marker and try to draw that out how I want it. And right there is what the end product should kind of look like. Alright guys, let me know your opinions. Does that one look better? Tried to cut out a little bit more for tire. I got it. This has been out a little bit. There you go. I got it pretty well even with that. I also strengthened it up by putting basically a 45 down there. So it also strengthens it up. I guess let me know if you guys like option A or this option, which is B, better. Either way, either one of them will work. That's going to do it for me for this video. If you guys haven't already, get in here, hit the subscribe button. Let us know what you think. As always, I'll catch you guys on the next one.